Hello, welcome to Egyptian Jeopardy with your host, Tanas Costa. Today, we will be asking questions on the history of Egypt with our contestants, John Kirstein and Chris Huff. Show yourself. These questions will be based on the geography, politics, religion, art, and architecture, and an extra trivia question at the end. And at the end of all this, someone will win a trip to Egypt themselves. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start off with our two contestants here. Chris, you're gonna go up first. Pick a category.
Let's go. Geography for 100.
Woo! Okay. This river is 4,100 miles long.
Ooh. The Nile River.
Sherry, what do we got? Yes, 100 points goes to Chris. All right, next question. Okay, our next contestant, John, will be picking a question.
Politics for 100.
Politics 100. This leader led the first dynasty.
Um,
3 seconds.
who is King Means?
Let's check. Yes, he's got 100 points on the board. Chris, this next question goes to you. Pick a category.
Geography for 200.
Let's go. Geography for 200. The Nile flows into this body of water.
Lake Michigan.
Let's check. No. Unfortunately, it's the Mediterranean Sea. Thanks for playing this
I
round.
have to go for politics for 200.
Politics for 200. Starting from the third dynasty, leaders were called this term.
What is Pharaoh?
What is Pharaoh? Yes!
I'm good.
200 points to this guy.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, Chris, pick your next question.
Alright, let's go. Geography for 500.
Geography 500. This part of the Nile was in the upper part of Delta.
Yikes. What is I don't know?
Let's check. What is the lower Nile? Silly man. John, pick your next question.
Geography for the big 300.
Geography for 300. Trade with Mesopotamia began on this date.
What is 1992?
Well, I don't think that's right, so we'll go to Chris for this one. Chris, what is it?
What is 190 BC?
What is 190 BC? Oh, both were wrong. When is 1200 BC? Chris, pick your next question.
Let's go for religion 100.
Religion 100. This is the name of the eternal spirit that reigns forever. Pressure's on.
What is Khan?
What is Ka? Let's check this one. Yes, Chris got 100 points.
Yes.
Good one. John, what is your next question?
Art and architecture for 200.
For 200. This person commissioned ancient Egypt Egyptian art to proclaim his divine power?
Who is the pharaoh?
Who is the pharaoh? And it's right. 200 points goes to John. Chris, pick your next question.
Let's go for art and architecture. 100.
100? Okay. This is the writing style in the Egyptian history.
What is Greek?
It is, what is hieroglyphics?
Wait, I was saying.
You got it wrong.
Big 500, please.
Politics for 500? This allowed one to change his or her social status in ancient times.
What is education?
What is an education? And he's got 500 points on the board. Chris, you need to step
Man,
your
this is
game
great.
up, man.
Should save it for last.
Chris, pick your next question.
Alright, let's do geography for 400.
Geography 400. This invention helped Egypt trade with other parts of Africa.
Oh, what is it? Canal.
What is canal? What are sails? But we'll give you the point anyway.
I swear that makes sense.
So last round, we didn't have anyone get the points. So let's just move on to John. John, pick your next question.
Art and architecture, 300.
Art and architecture for 300. If something tries not to show naturalness of reality, then what is this term?
I'm
5
unable-
seconds.
I'm unable to answer that.
Unable to answer, Chris. You can steal this point.
I don't know.
What is
Stylized.
stylized?
Point.
Stylized? Unfortunately, you both don't get points. Chris, pick your next question.
Let's go. Religion. For 500.
For 500, let's do this. This is the punishment for people that broke the social code.
Oh, I know that one. Broken hands.
Broken hands? What is your answer?
I'm gonna take a big guess and say mummification.
Mummification or broken hands? Let's see who's right. Mummification is the winner. John gets 500 points. Okay, so it is currently 500 for Chris, 1,200 for John. We are gonna do rounds where I ask both the question, you're both gonna give me the answer, and we'll see who's right. Pick the next category, John.
Religion for 500.
Religion 500 is taken.
My bad. Religion for 400.
Religion 400.
400.
Let's go. What is the purpose of tombs, Chris?
To like put their bodies in and like put like some stuff in it.
Put their bodies in and put some stuff in it. What about you?
To preserve a soul.
Preserve a soul. Let's find out which one is right. Preserving the soul. There's 400 points. 1,600 to 500. Chris, you get to pick the next question.
Let's do trivia.
Trivia for 500 points. This is a big one. This is why it's hard for historians to figure out how the pyramids were created. What do you think?
Well, what is there was no wheels?
Okay, wheels. What about you, John?
It was too long ago for them to figure it out.
Too long ago for them to figure it out. Let's find out the answer now. The wheels were invented. Chris gets 500 points. He's making a comeback. Calm down now. Relax. 1,000 to 1,600. Okay, John, pick the
Religion for
next
200.
question. Religion for 200. Let's do it. This was the religious belief of Egyptians. Chris, what is your answer?
This is John's question.
John.
What is atheism?
Atheism. What about you?
Pass.
Pass and atheism. Let's find out. What is polytheism? Unfortunately,
Mine started with
nobody
a P.
gets a point. Chris, you get the last
Religion 300.
question. Religion 300. Let's go.
That we need to include all.
This is the belief that humans are not represented as they are in real life, and that the bodies are idealized and abstracted.
What is the kingdom? Oh,
That's the answer.
what is the what is the canon of proportion?
Yes, that's the answer. He's got 300 points. Chris, you get to pick the next question.
Politics 300.
Politics for 300. This is how women were
Oh,
viewed
yeah.
in comparison
What
to
is
men.
equal?
What is equal? Let's see. Yes, 300 points goes to Chris Huff. It is now 1,500 to 1,600. This is going to be a close game. John, pick the next
Politics
one.
for 400.
Politics 400. The hieratic scale gave the pharaoh this characteristic.
What is his superiority?
What is his superiority? Yes. 400 goes to you. 2,000 points to 1,500. Chris, pick the question.
Art 400.
Art for 400. These structures have vast
Yep.
interior chambers,
What are
unlike
pyramids?
tombs. What is it?
are pyramids?
What are pyramids? Pyramids! 400, 1,900 to 2,000 points. Alright, this is the final question.
politics
Whoever
was
gets this
Politics
gets
for
the
100.
win. Chris, pick the question.
Art for 500.
This is where the part of a figure is shown in profile and another part of the same figure is shown frontally.
Opposite.
John, what do you think?
Worldviews.
Worldviews. Chris, what do you think?
Composite view.
Composite view?
Yes.
Worldview. Let's find out who the winner of this thing is. It's composite view! It's Chris!
We still missed a question.
Chris, congratulations, my friend. You have won yourself a fig trip to Egypt. Yes! You're going to the Nile.